Hey everyone, Nik Smilovsky here. I'm going to be showing you today how to use the Bad Elf Flex with the MicroSurvey FieldGenius for Android application. I am filming today outside in beautiful Arizona at Arizona State University at the Hayden Lawn. You can see Hayden Library behind me here, the statue. I've got the Flex out and my Android tablet right here, and so we're going to do a little bit of video recording on how to use the Flex with MicroSurvey FieldGenius. Okay, so we have our Android tablet. Let's go ahead and make sure that our settings are up to date and we are good to go. I have Wi-Fi connectivity. I'm connected to my iPhone. You can also see that I have a Bluetooth connection that is currently paired with the Bad Elf Flex 110100. So we are good to go in terms of the Flex working. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to open up the MicroSurvey FieldGenius for Android application. Once the application starts, what we're going to want to do is create a new project. On the top right-hand corner, we're going to click New Project, and we're going to give it a name. And so today, I'm going to call this Test, and I'm going to call it Test 1. I'm going to leave the distance units as meters, the angle unit at degrees. Our coordinate system here in Arizona is NAD 83 Central, Arizona State Plane NAD 83 Central. We're going to use a vertical system, so a geoid, instead of using ellipsoidal height, and I'm going to pick the 2012 that's defaulted. And I'm going to use a code list called survey.ctf, which is going to bring all the codes that are traditional for surveyors when you go out and do a topo. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Create button. You can see that nifty little plumb bob pulsating there. And now we are at the main control menu for Test 1. The next thing that you need to do is you need to click the Select Instrument button on the left-hand side of your screen. And you can see that I've actually already got a profile set up, but if you needed to create a new profile, you could click Add Profile at the lower right-hand corner. Very simple. And so, or I can delete profiles from here. You can obviously store multiple profiles as well. So instead of adding a new profile, I'm just going to go ahead and use the profile that I have, but I'm going to show you all the settings so you can see what needs to happen. So I named this NEMA Basic, and you can see right now the solution is DGPS. There's 18 satellites with an estimated PDOP of 1.4. It is automatically connecting because I'm already Bluetooth connected. It recognizes the Flex automatically. You do not need to do anything additional. And what you can see there is that we're going to set up our corrections for our RTK network. We can also set our antenna height and our active tolerances depending on what type of survey grade accuracy you're looking for. Now today, because I am not on a pole, I'm actually just sitting on top of the feature that I would like to collect. I am going to change the measured height to 0. If you were on a 2-meter fixed height tripod, you would want to do 2 meters plus 23 centimeters for the phase center of the Flex. So right now, because I am on the asset itself, I am going to go ahead and actually, with that being said, and this is a great point, got to be careful with math, because I'm on the unit, or on the thing that I am collecting, I actually want to do 0.23 meters, so that measures down to the base of the Flex and collects the actual asset. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our corrections. And so I'm going to do the drop down here, and you can see that I've set my corrections up for internet. The data collector, my data source is NTRIP, and I have a mount point selected VRS RTCM3, and I am auto detecting the message format. Okay, I can manipulate this if I would like more. And you can see here that under data source, this is where you're going to put in your RTK information for your address, port, username, and password. All right, assuming that everything looks good to go, I'm going to go ahead and click the Connect button. Immediately, I get all my list of mount points. I'm going to click the VRS RTCM3 mount point for today's purposes. I am going to leave the defaults, and I'm going to click confirm. Okay, so I am connected. It should be working. Let me just double check here. Okay, and we are good to go. So we have Rtk Fixed, which you can see in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. I can zoom into the map here, and you can see that I'm in beautiful Arizona State University campus in the Hayden Mall, right on the feature that I'm looking to collect. In the top right-hand corner, you can see some estimated accuracies where I'm about half of a centimeter. To collect the point, I can pick my code. So in the lower left-hand corner, if you select the code list, I can select any of these normal survey codes. For today, I am just going to pick GNSS, sort of a generic option. And then I'm going to click the Rtk Fixed blue button in the lower right-hand corner to collect the point. Now it's taking 3 observations. It's asking me if I want to store it. You can see the estimated horizontal and vertical standard deviation. I can rename it. I can add a little bit of an annotation. I can make it a control point, but you see the northing, easting, and height information. So I can click Save. Okay, so now I have a point. Now, know that I have actually 2 points in this data set. So if you wanted to, you can export this data by clicking the blue plumb bob in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, and you can click the Export button and select the type of file you would like. I'm going to select coordinate file, so a CSV, and then I can export that file out. It is shared on my local tablet here, and I can even click the share file if I wanted to try to send it via email, via a different app. We don't necessarily need to show that, but here you can see Gmail pops up. This is a great way to send your survey back to home base, back to the office from the field. I also want to throw out there that MicroSurvey is a fully survey-grade option. You can import data, export data. You can also do stakeout routines. Okay, so this is my basic video on how the Bad Elf Flex works with MicroSurvey FieldGenius for Android. This is a great application if you are looking for a more survey-centric solution. Thanks, everybody. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at sales@bad-elf.com. That's sales@bad-elf.com. Thanks.